Yeah, well, it wouldn't let me interact with anything. Now I can. I
Looks
don't know
good.
what happened loading in before. Like, literally none of my buttons worked, even trying to pull up a menu. So... the issue is now I'm gonna have to go and format things again. And the problem with streaming directly from the PlayStation is you can't kill off the game without also ending the stream.
Is that all?
Which I think is a really stupid way to design your streaming software, by the way, Sony.
Let me remember the cosmos with you. That way, it won't just be your memories alone.
Oy.
Run for your lives! Retreat! Darn it! We've still got ammo.
Pain in the butt. Oy.
Hold the line! At all costs! Too many injured. Can't take it anymore.
These memories are so heavy.
We're just getting all kinds of issues today.
Do you
Stream
feel
dies earlier because the PlayStation
better
gets kicked
now?
off. I have
Hang
to
in there,
kill the
Deliverer.
stream this time because for some reason
I finally
the
get it
game
now.
loads in wrong
The
and buttons
instance
don't
droid had
work.
calculated aren't
It is
about
just
the
an off
destruction.
day.
What they want to prove is how the cosmos would come back after being destroyed.
If a new life is to be born, its seed has to be dead. When the remembrance converges with the trailblaze, lead us to witness the miracle.
Of course I will. I won't give up.
Of course, if I had a choice, I wouldn't be streaming directly from the PlayStation.
My child. You'll see.
Those options are not
It's
at
me,
hand
friend.
right
Don't you recognize me? Or did I really change that much?
How many more memories?
Tired? Then take a break. No one's gonna blame you. You don't need me to give you words of encouragement. So, I just want to tell you one thing. I'll tell you the purpose of your stop at Amphorius. On that trip, you will encounter a pure child of Anasrava. Teach her what love is. And then you will directly face the destruction for the first time. From this point, choice will split destiny in twain. In the darker of the two outcomes, the trailblazing
This is actually my
journey
problem
will
with this
turn
story right
into
here,
a
is this part.
flawless memory.
I mean, there's
She
some
will
structural
carefully
issues with it too,
treasure
but
and
it's this
protect
part
everything
where they talk about how
you and the Astral
a lot of
Express
things
have
hinge on
experienced
your
until
choice,
that
your
magnificent
choice.
war between the gods.
You don't actually get a choice,
When
and I don't mean
she,
like
with love in her heart, will ascend
the
at
player
the
doesn't
end of
get a choice.
time
I don't
to
care whether
become
there's
the
multiple outcomes or
master
not. That's what I'm
of
talking about.
causality.
The character you're playing that she's
The
talking
universe
to
will be
doesn't get a
snuffed
choice.
out in the destruction.
Another
And
character
you and she will
takes that
become
choice
the
from you,
beginning and the end of the Eden of blessed insight.
which I think is bad
You shall
storytelling for you to
become
prophetically
the
keep
only
talking
two
about somebody's
lives
choice over
in
and over
all
again,
of
for them to
existence.
never actually have that
And
choice.
you shall live in an eternal past, present, and future. You shall sow as many seeds as the sands of Ganga, trim an asamkaya of leaves, and harvest a
She's just the
nayuta
god of
of
terms of
flowers.
service applications. There's no no.
That is the cosmos's fourth kind of finality, the remembrance. But for now, you still have a chance to make a choice.
She's not the
You
one that takes it
still
from
have
you
a
either.
long way to go on your trailblazing journey, child. I'll keep this brief.
Personally, though, I don't think that
The journey has only just
the
begun.
dilemma that she
Well,
sets up in front
our
of you
other
is the choice
companions
that she's
and
talking
I
about.
still have many secrets we've yet to share with
Sort
you.
of. They've
So,
been hinting at that
aren't
there's a
you
choice that the
curious?
character needs to make
We kept
way
these
in the
stories to
future,
ourselves
from the
because
beginning
we
of the game.
believed we
But
had
she
a
puts a
long
dilemma in front of you,
future
almost
ahead
like
of
this
us.
is related to that choice.
Even
when
a
clearly it can't be, because it's not
cosmos-spanning
your choice.
crisis, once the dust has settled, is nothing more than a memory of the journey, a single point on our long road. There will come a day when we tell each other everything. So, for the sake of that day, don't give up.
We all know what kind of decision you'll make, and I believe the script will not progress toward the wrong ending. So relax. Listen, when you have the chance to make a choice, make one that you know you won't regret.
Keep moving
Like that, right?
forward.
When she said when you have a chance to make a
Keep
choice. We don't get a
trailblazing.
chance.
And when tomorrow comes, share with me the miracle you've created with your own hands.
Of course, she
See
has said
you
that
on the
several times in the game
Express,
already.
See you in destiny.
I will reach tomorrow.
The prophet has arrived. The world beyond the sky was never rising up at the sky.
She really is TOS personified. That's this whole game. This entire game is Yap.
Irene,
At least
wake up.
from
Together,
Kanekoni on.
we will tread on the path of remembrance.
Which was last year.
No wonder
From last
I
year's
always
expansion
had a
on,
weird hunch.
it's been Yap.
But that also means
The launch year of the game was
I
not
was right
full of
in
Yap.
thinking. As long as friend and I are together, we can do anything. Our friend's shoulders are really dependable.
You know, a lot of people are using that skip
Now,
button. I don't,
countless
even
consciousnesses are flowing in our hearts.
when I'm playing on my account
Can you still
off
move?
stream.
It's time
Despite the Yap, I am
for us to
interested
complete the real
in the
Genesis.
story. But they added that button in precisely because a lot of
In the
people
instant Iron
don't
Tomb's
care,
hatred
and they just
devoured
want to skip on
everything,
through so they can play the
a
end game
gaze
content.
fell upon me. The remembrance. That was the god who appeared in Cyrene's dream. Their figure and speech were both so blurred. while they gazed at me, I was able to collect all the memories stained by the destruction and write down this eternal page. And now, we will use this tranquility.
The big problem, I
to
think,
cleanse
is the general
Iron
audience.
Tomb's rage. Simple,
There used to be a
just
slightly
like what it was
higher
doing to us
proportion
all this
of
time,
combat
but reversed.
and activities to
Did
story
you
than
forget?
there were here. I
I'm
think, sort of.
Emporius's heart. For everyone who's a factor,
Like back in the Law Food,
their
there was
power
more
isn't
combat in
tied
the story
solely to Iron Tomb
in
anymore.
proportion to the amount of yap.
It has other places to go. Let 30 million cycles of
But a lot
memories
of the
be
mobile gaming
condensed
audience,
upon
they
us,
just want to listen to the
and let
story
the scepter
and
reach
occasionally
the
play
answer
the
it
game.
had before it was distorted.
People even apparently yelled for them to have
The
less
body is meant to be restrained
puzzles
by
and
the
activities
heart.
in
No?
your way through
Even
the
if
story,
the apocalyptic
so they
virus is doomed to spread into the cosmos, we can at least try to
and
fight
filled
against
all that
hatred
time
with
in with
love
more story.
and overwrite Iron Tomb's destruction equation, washing it away into a blank space.
It means we will embark on the true hero's journey.
If Iron Tomb's power comes from the denial of all Prima Mobile, then we will carry out those beliefs.
I also played the new game mode
Here
just before
we
hopping
argue.
back on stream.
Even if all life will eventually
my personal
return to
account.
entropy.
Life will still
It's
try
kind
its
of
hardest
ass.
to find a way.
We'll probably
It
play
will
some
try
of it on
its
stream,
hardest to resist destruction.
especially so I can show it off. It's going to be one of the new
Night shrouded by the black
weekly
tide.
rotation things.
We are the kindling that makes the fire burn bright.
It'll be every other week from
And once the fire is
roguelike,
strong enough, the hunter
but
will
it's
become
kind
the
of
hunter.
ass.
As of now, the number of flame chasers in the memory is 30 million times 12.
And 400 million core flames await their return.
We can do it, right? That's right. So trust us, partner. Everyone, let's head out together. And we'll burn this horrible ending to ashes!
From the dawn of newborn cries to the night when all beings fall silent.
We are the messengers of the new world.
Listening to the call of the tides and granting rebirth to heaven and earth. Then, we lead civilization to glorious feats.
The question imposed by the gods will be solved by the children of humanity.
We will tell
There are
them
probably chests and
that
stuff
the
all over
flame
this
chase
place.
cannot possibly have been a lie.
When starlight illuminates the sea
I'll
of
have to go back
flowers
and get
at
them.
the end of the west wind, all living things will stir, roused from the cradle of sleep.
Then, through a single battle, let the cosmos witness.
How we light up the blinding.
Okay.
What a poignant
Cut some of the
yet
characters
warm
off.
journey.
By moving at the pace you told me to move at.
And it's still not over yet, is it?
Wouldn't be this game if that wasn't the case.
We finally meet. To meet the hero within, in a corner of memories at the saga's epilogue, and under such a romantic sky, I really don't have any more regrets. On top of that, the little seed had grown into such a big tree.
Talk about
Don't
how they
I
think
look
they're
really
Shakespeare.
pretty right
Shakespeare
now?
doesn't repeat himself as much as they do.
Of course you do. Cheerful, beautiful, optimistic. Just how I
Entire
imagined
patches
I'd
has
look
been
as a
repeating the
grown-up.
lines between these two different versions of the same
It's
character
because
back and
everyone has been gently adding to the story you left behind. Remember how we made a promise to one another? When we met again, it'd be my turn to tell you a story.
A story about love, no? I've been looking forward to that.
And you must also remember the first
You think they're
story
probably
I wrote
thinking,
for you.
if people
The
are going
one
to
about
skip
the crystal
around and not pay
flower
attention,
and the
we
little
have to
fairy.
repeat things a lot so that it gets it through their skull.
So now, I want to add something more to this story and us. On that day that the flowers shattered, gazing at the empty ground, I thought the little fairy would finally see the light. But that light wouldn't be found
It's
in
like a
the
mentality of like, well,
flower,
if somebody's going to play
nor
the
in
game like a
fairy's
child, we got to
eyes.
treat them like a child.
Rather, in the world mirrored within every fragment of the shattered crystal. All the flame chasers walk in your 30 million retellings of their story. At this moment, all the memories are tangled with each other, and all the previous cycles have gained meaning. People will come to understand that time and time again, when they stood at the crossroads of fate, they would never have chosen otherwise. In the experiments of erudition, and in the breeding ground of destruction, it is entropy increasing, a merciless truth, an evil instinct. But under the pen of remembrance and the trailblaze, the flame chase is a journey that changes from constant losses to an unwavering act of release. It's about knowing how fate is shattered, yet still embracing fate's brokenness. It's a journey that longs to receive love, but longs even more to offer its love to others.
That's so heartwarming. But I'll add a small bit to suit my tastes. I'll write that love is an innocent flower. It grows up silently, creating longing in every passerby. But the flower itself cannot walk into the world.
Unless someone plants that love into their heart and brings it with them into tomorrow, right?
You really have learned everything now. Then, join all the other flowers in this story. And let's write an ending unlike any before, for this world we so deeply love.
Why did you set out?
Oh, yeah, this was a cool part, though. This is like the first time in the entire game, I think, that they show the other one you could have picked. And I think up to this point, we kind of thought that, like, the other option was literally just a
Don't be
general option
afraid.
in this game, unlike the other ones where
Take
they're
my
actual
hand if you
characters.
feel nervous. Honestly, I've always thought you were really incredible. After
But
all,
they're doing something with
no
it.
god
They
guided the
literally just did
path of the
something with the model
trailblaze.
there.
It can only be forged by
Maybe it
those
could be you
who
from another
dare
life,
to take their steps one at a time.
like timeline or cycle or whatever.
So, that's why I'm asking
You could
you.
be you
Step up as a
engaged
senior
with the finality?
and
Not
show
sure.
everyone in Amphorius how it's done.
I trailblaze because my own eyes have not seen the end.
But I'm different. I chose to trailblaze because I am already on this road.
Because the characters' eyes are even different too. They kind of look like
The end
Elio's
of
eyes.
chaos
when,
is a mass
because Elio's the
pure
cat.
darkness, pure destruction.
And they showed in the video where recently
However,
in one of the Myriad Celestial trailers that his eyes
Emporius'
go from
light
like blue
has
to
13
yellow.
different colors. We won't lose to that darkness, will we? Then, take a deep breath. One last time, friend. After 13 heartbeats, light will create the heavens and earth. Are you ready, friend?
Oh, you know what? I actually did not even see your earlier question, Sir Gentlered, until the PlayStation just decided to spit a whole backlog of questions at me, or like comments at me again, that we had already seen. When you said, what exactly would you say is the main hook of this game for somebody who doesn't like or play gacha? Is there even one for such a person? I would say the main hook is probably just the turn-based combat. So for somebody who likes turn-based combat, it's not the widest in breadths of like what a single character can do. I have to bring in Cyrene. Yeah, I guess we'll go with this team. It's not like what a single character can do, like Final Fantasy, where you can get a bunch of spells or moves or whatever for a character. But the way the system is built, it has more of like a technical strategic value of juggling your skill points and the actions that your characters can do. Or at least it did at the beginning. I think the more the game goes on, the less value that has, because
primordial chaos.
All the characters are basically being built to ignore the combat system. When the game first started out, though, I thought it had a very, very tight technical turn-based system.
Into destruction.
So that would have been the hook. For a lot of people, it's they liked playing the endgame modes, like Memory of Chaos and stuff, where you take the turn-based combat and you go into a challenge every other week. And it also has a pretty decent turn-based combat. But for, you know, like if you're not really into the gacha aspect where you're here to actually pull a bunch of characters.
If you and your memory ever cross
Maybe
fuzzy,
you only ever get into
just
one
reach
that you
out
like.
and touch it.
It's hard to keep now.
Then, restore
general,
its
it's
power
hard
to nourish the spirit.
But you
My
used to
friend,
just completely
on the next page we write together, there's only one thing we need to do. Let's give this long, painful, nearly hopeless tale a truly gentle ending.
That's pretty much all it comes down to.
Flame chasing was never about destruction.
Like, my brother,
It was about breaking free.
Is it? Turn-based systems that he liked. Final Fantasy ones.
Be as we've written.
Back in the day too, and just because he liked the systems.
I shall compose 400 million sagas.
We will rewrite the flame
You
chasers.
can barely hear me over the game. I'm just trying not to be super loud. Because, Marsupial's
In
sleeping.
the month of June, I lift my banqueting cup to dispel nihility. In the month of balance,
But I think the thing my brother enjoyed about this game, back when he played it, were those systems and some of the characters, but because he's not too into gacha and he just does not like the power creep in this game, understandably, I don't blame him at all. He pretty much dropped it with the idea that he might come back to it eventually. So once a patch, I'll log into his account to make sure he gets all his freebies. I'll log in for him every day for a week, and that's just make sure he doesn't fall too far behind. But Yeah, I don't know if it really has much for people who just are
We're all here.
super into this stuff.
Need time. Watch over the Evernight.
I mean, there are a lot of other cool aspects for it, but I think some of these aspects are things that you kind of just have to already get into.
Guys,
Right? Like, I think the lore of this game, more than the story itself, but the lore is pretty cool. Like sitting in the Hoyo verse, the Honkai verse.
That won't work, you know.
But that's, most people aren't going to care.
May this fate dispel the gloom, restore the skies.
Trillions of memories will turn into
Like, all the
stars
coolest
in
stuff,
light
of course,
of
not
the
even in the main
cosmos.
story. It's in the simulated and divergent universe that we're playing.
Again. Let's create a miracle.
This is it. In the month of weaving, I extend golden threads to weave beauty.
In the month of reaping, I enlighten the foolish with
I like the
luminary
her ult
erudition.
that enhances
In
and
the month of
upgrades characters
scatter
from
elation
this
throughout the dawning
part of
day.
the game actually supersedes their ults and other things. This is a good touch.
May death protect us.
Yeah, this is the actual final boss here.
Rise and shine.
I think the other fight with him earlier was better.
Oh, I told you already. We are the ones who will move
This one
forward.
is just
In the month of strife,
keep spamming skills
I become the glory
and
of
hitting
the
higher
eternal
numbers than you should otherwise.
In the month of mourning, I bid death to no longer be equilibrium's end.
This is kind of just like an all-out make the player feel better about themselves fight, I guess.
I form Twilight.
It's more for the story, right? Like, it's supposed to emphasize what the story fight is supposed to be like if you're watching it.
We're all here.
May the sky heal the twilight.
But, you know, some people might appreciate that for the story. I don't think it really does much for
Let me add some
gameplay.
rays of dawn.
In the month of
Personally, I think gameplay should supersede
I turn into the
narrative.
ridges and peaks of permanence.
Like, you should weave your narrative around the gameplay, not the
I weave remembrance into countless stars in the sky.
In the month of freedom, I impart destruction onto the shackles of destiny.
Take the answer. Have some sunshine.
Life is not so fragile. Loot here.
That won't work, you know.
Embrace a new life.
May death protect us. We're all here. Cleanse hatred with love. This is eternity.
A romantic ending will be penned by every beating heart. Headless giant. If you never had a chance to be the master of your own destiny, why not give us that choice? Let humanity prove to you that even the breeding grounds of destruction can bloom with gentle flowers.
We shall trailblaze a dawn for the road ahead.
And pen a genesis as I've written.
See, I think this is also why I'm just not part of the modern gaming audience. Because cinematic fights are adored by the modern gaming audience. Like people who are into gaming now, maybe they were back when I grew up playing games. Maybe some of them weren't even around back then, right? I hate overly cinematic fights. I would rather just soak up mechanics instead.
To end the destruction with destruction. At last, we can sit together and watch the victory fireworks, partner.
Why not come a little closer? This warmth is proof that we live. Stay strong. Eyes forward, always. This arrow isn't the end, but the beginning of hope.
I think also mechanically that's
The conclusion is irrefutable. Noose's answer was never
maybe
destruction.
we walk around for a bit here and
But
there.
they kept silent, leaving the solution in the hands of the
Technically, walking
cosmos.
is a game mechanic. It's the most
The
basic one.
universe will keep
Literally
searching
every game
and
does.
struggling to endure. In the face of the destruction,
talk about
it may once again
nor
stand on the edge of annihilation.
But I think it's
the
all just
stars will
story.
always rise to ride the waves and embrace existence once more. It's over, Lycurgus.
Yes, another failure. How is Madame Herta?
She's fine. The IPC is keeping her under observation. She'll recover soon enough.
To bind a mortal body to a scepter and stare straight at an eon. I respect her for that. I still remember the terror of witnessing a single gaze crushing the entire world.
No wonder you chose the destruction. Question: is all this worth it?
There's no point in debating. This is Xandar One Kuwabara's fate. The prime mover of the universe. The first genius. And the first to fail.
Correction. I was asking Lycurgus.
I don't know how to measure the worth of curiosity being satisfied. But in its presence, all the bitter fruits I've sown seem to turn sweet.
But your harvest was watered in blood. Answer me. Is all this worth it?
It doesn't matter to me. Let me tell you a story. Back when he was a student, Xandar's first experiment was slipping poison into his mentor's pipe. conclusion. His conscience got the better of him. Even so, the truth came out. He was harshly punished. Oh, that cruel mentor died of lung cancer 2 years later. It had nothing to do with Xandar. His fate is no different now. Sentiment clashed with reason, and Lycurgus was born from the latter. But whichever side we take, in the end, curiosity claims us all.
You've handed yourself a death sentence. And yet, Iron Tomb's fall still isn't sealed, right? Fu Li, the key variable, still hasn't made their move.
As the Theoros, Lycurgus has reached the end of his road. If you can, take my body to the fallen Adlevin. There, you'll find a formula. It is Xandar's final gift to you. If the day ever comes when you must destroy the erudition with your own hands, it'll come to your aid.
A foolish last wish. I won't grant it.
You will. Not for yourself, but for your conscience. Listen. The death knell for the geniuses has begun to toll. As always, let me go first. To the prisoners who stepped out of the cave, stand before my tombstone and offer flowers of Adlevin.
Here.
Back in my room.
I'm back on the Express?
Well, I'm glad you're having fun with your game.
March! Don Hum! No response. Am I the first one back on the Express? Nobody's here. Oh, I'm getting worried. Did we really win? Why does it feel so unreal?
Looks like they are waking up. Hey, I told you not to talk.
Someone's in the bathroom?
You shouldn't be hiding in a person's
An
bathroom.
intruder. Better be careful and check it out.
Actually, I'm like personally super paranoid about things being like hiding in the bathroom. That if I accidentally leave the shower curtain closed, I open it slowly with my other hand cocked.
Nobody's here?
Like just ready to punch if there's something on the other side.
Could it be my imagination?
There's never, so far, been something on the other side, but I don't know if that's a level of paranoia I can ever get rid of.
Caught you.
Which is probably a strange one to have, too. Because I grew up in a haunted house, but we never had a curtain for the shower. It was a glass like door, right? Sliding door that you could see through. It would fog up, but you could see through it. But maybe that's part of it. You know, I just got so used to being able to see through the door that it bothers me that I can't with a curtain.
I can't go on. You... Wait, please. This isn't what you think.
Ugh, I told you to keep quiet. You really can't keep your cool, huh, Princess Homebody?
I'm not Lady Hysealens. Even the embodiment of death needs to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, whatever. It's all the same anyway. Gotcha there, Grey Mystery. So composed, Grey Mystery. It looks like that big battle really helped you grow up, didn't it? Speaking of which, your Astral Express is quite luxurious. I hear you travel to different worlds. Must have collected quite a few interesting treasures. Hey now, don't go throwing wild accusations around. Hey, I was just thinking out loud. I wasn't actually gonna do anything. Don't be so tense. Who knows? One moment we were shouting about love and justice, fighting Iron Tomb's virus. And next thing I know, we're all on this express. No idea how that happened.
It's not just Miss Cypher and me. Everyone's been in this car for a while now. Mister, why don't you go say hi to them? Don't worry. Everyone's following the rules here. If you're worried, feel free to check everything out yourself, mister. Mister, I'm truly sorry for sneaking into your bath without permission. But I've been wondering, why is there a pack of red chili oil sitting by the bath?
Oh, Jiaochu gave that to us.
That's quite bizarre, to say the least. Please make sure Lady Aglaya doesn't find out. She's a firm defender of traditional bathing, you know. We've walked around this car for a bit already. The Astral Express that you've mentioned so many times is truly heartwarming. Like one big family that never splits up. Perhaps living in such an environment made your embrace feel so warm.
I gotta say, Grey Mystery, you've got quite the collection of treasures in this fancy bedroom of yours. A flying Amphora model I've never seen before. A head that looks just like a Titan's. And those weird Mr. Pocket Watch figurines. What if I don't make a choice and take them all? Oh my. Don't tell me you actually believe that. Don't worry.
Delosians are the most well-mannered folks around. They never do anything like that.
Besides, the reason I say they're precious is that each one carries the footprints of your trailblazing journey. Priceless treasures are the true art of thievery. When you get the chance, tell me more about your adventures.
Wow! What a spacious car! And these floor tiles are gorgeous! Trian, don't run around in other people's homes!
After every world, they give you like a little section where you're supposed to like say goodbye to everybody. That's pretty much this.
What's your step, teachers? Ah, great. Look who's finally awake. I hope Cassie and Miss Cypher's little prank didn't scare you too much. They were so enthusiastic. I didn't have the heart to stop them. When we woke up, the entire express was completely empty. Not a single soul in sight. Such a shame. I was looking forward to making new friends, especially since they were Gray's most trusted travel companions. Don't worry. We beat Iron Tomb together, right? They must be on their way home. When they arrive, we can throw a party together. That's exactly the kind of thing Lord Finan has been dreaming about. He was just here chatting with everyone. Now, who knows where he's run off to? Lord Finan's always been quite the restless one. But you're used to that by now, right?
Have another drink, my Demos.
Sure.
Those three have been chatting over there for quite a
Ika
while
flaps
now.
his little wings.
Why don't you go say hi
But
to
magic
him?
has to be the way he's flying. There's no way that thing is aerodynamic in any way. Like, is the wings just restlessness? I don't know.
A moderate system, similar to the
I
Demigod
just don't
Council,
feel right if I'm
is
not
the
flapping
only
my wings.
guarantee of a long-lasting civilization. In my view, most civilizations across the cosmos will eventually evolve into this form.
I beg to differ. In such a vast jungle, the dictatorship system exhibited by early Akama is the only example of guaranteed survival.
The system might not be the key. Force and resources are the decisive factors.
Look who's here. If it isn't the master of the Astral Express.
It's
Well,
good to
technically,
see
that's
you.
Pom-Pom.
Glad to see you're safe and sound. I helped myself to some equipment and drinks from this, bar of yours. Hope you don't mind.
We're chatting about some topics that go well with being tipsy. Now that you are here, why don't we let someone who's truly worldly enlighten us?
Looks like you came at just the right time.
I do not mind.
What form of government have most civilizations across this vast cosmos survived with to this day?
Most? I don't know if you can even calculate that. Are you going to do a survey of, like, every single civilization? Good luck even finding them all to know what is most.
That's exactly the kind of answer I'd expect from you.
I bestow upon the Astral Express this supreme
mission. You must spread the great deeds of Amphorius to every corner of the cosmos. Thus, capable individuals from countless worlds will surely find inspiration in the Flame Chase's tales and embark on their own grand journeys.
It's hard to say if that'd be a blessing or a curse for the cosmos. I can imagine our conversations here will only get more unrestrained. Don't let our rare moments of joy hold you back.
This banquet on the Express truly lacks manners. You may leave. I permit it.
That man just left. Wouldn't even stay for another drink. He needs to show more respect. If you're looking for him, try your luck in the car above.
I finally caught you, Trian. Running so fast in someone else's home? How rude of you! All according to plan. Trian lured you here on purpose. Look, there are several adorable outfits here. Trian wants you to try them on so Trian can draw you looking all cute.
Those are all pom-poms.
Oh my! You even dare to scheme against yourself? Lucky for me, I came prepared. Time for a surprise attack. The hero of justice, Trinan. Trinan has been lying in wait here for a while. We will make Trian taste her own medicine. Two against one? That's not fair! Little Gray, you came just in time. Help me out here.
Well, unfortunately for you guys, Trian is my favorite of the three of you.
Little Gray, you better think this through. If we snap our fingers and call the other 997 Trebioses, you might end up wearing these clothes too, you know.
Trian, good luck.
Even little Gray's saying that. Darn it! Trian won't give in! Trian ran away. Trinan will fulfill the ambush duty. The Trebios is all laughing and playing around together. That must be quite the rare sight in Little Gray's memories, huh? Yeah, everyone will be all right. Look, every hero has put down their burden and returned to their innocent, childlike selves. After all, just thinking about how warm and bright Little Gray's tomorrow will be fills us with genuine joy and lets us breathe a sigh of relief. So, today, why don't you let Trevi enjoy some rare moments of childhood too? Wait up! Trian, don't you dare run away!
Based on my calculations, there are countless celestial bodies with water in the cosmos. But I'm afraid not all oceans are suitable for life to inhabit. You must
Hey,
take
Mike,
this into
late night gaming?
consideration as
Yeah,
well.
well,
As expected.
I was originally going to
Professor
stop
from the
at a certain
grove.
point, but
To be so certain, even about
the
things
first
you've
stream
never
died.
seen with your own eyes.
I'll take
And
that.
then I got
as a
stuck in a
compliment.
scene that I didn't want to do off stream because I'm doing the scenes off stream. So then I had to come back on
By
to
the
finish
way,
that.
I heard
so it
that
would be
the
in a good
Emperor's
place.
flame chase army liked to
And
hold
at this
feasts
point,
at the
I'm just,
luminary throne.
I guess, finishing the story.
That's true. However, sometimes Dux Carminum and I feel it's a bit inappropriate to drink so freely before the throne of the most revered titan in the grove.
Inappropriate? What's inappropriate about it? I only wish I were born earlier. I would have partied like that from the month of Gate all the way to the month of Fortune. Blasphemy is just a phenomenon, not the end goal. I'm sure there are plenty of people across the stars who question these so-called eons or paths. Didn't I spend some time in that Lycurgus's head? I sure learned quite a bit about blasphemy from that experience. Humans create gods, and gods shape humans. Who's really the one trapped? The creator or the believer?
Professor Anaxagoras, let me just check one thing.
I hate when save files get corrupted.
You haven't bought into those twisted theories of that Theoros, have you?
Don't worry. The difference between a genius and a madman is that a genius shares lethal truths, while a madman
even with manual saves,
tries
it's
to
like
force them upon others.
every old game that I played
see.
growing up, it was just possible to save
It's
file
like
get
drinking
corrupted, you have to
honey brew
start
at a
over
banquet.
anyway.
Likeable folks invite others to raise their cups together,
Just the nature
while
of the beast.
the unlikable ones force others to drink with them.
Being able
Especially
to
back
break
when
down
everything was, like,
complex
physical cartridges.
information into common sense like that. You're quite the scholar
The
yourself.
save was on the cartridge itself, it was very likely it could get corrupted.
You're here, partner. That celebration party I've been mentioning to you has finally become a reality. Though the vibe's a bit different from what I imagined, this still counts as keeping my promise, right? What you speak of has indeed already come to pass. We triumphed over Iron Tomb, drew its fire unto ourselves, and purified its embers. Now the force that maintains our consciousness and form comes from elsewhere.
In a way, like the
Worried
story
about your
was very
companions on the
different.
Express, huh?
Very, very
I understand
different,
how you're
with
feeling right
Elysium
now.
Realm. Not the base story, sort of.
Don't worry.
But
They'll
the,
be safe and sound. She promised.
The progression of the story. They went in different directions here. But in a way, this is kind of how it ended. Except everybody you
worry,
experienced
she
in the
always
Elysium
shows
Realm
up at
was
just the
already
right
just
moment.
like a data
The Astral Express.
recreation of the person in the first place. You were never
Honestly, it
dealing with
really
a
feels like
living
home.
person or the equivalent of one.
I can imagine how much you, Dan Hung, and
Many
Miss
of those
March
people
must
were
have missed
actually
everything here when you were
alive
trapped
in
in
the current day
M4.
while you were doing that story.
Beautiful windows,
A few of them.
soothing music.
Some of them they
your
didn't
fellow
know still were
travelers
still
on the
alive.
Express.
But you kind of had to say goodbye to everybody.
Like
in
how
the same way.
golden wheat stalks sway in my dreams every
The
night
idea that
through
you
the
may never
countless
see them
cycles.
again. Because they're just a memory.
Among all these stars in the sky, there must be another little village like Ides Elysiae out there, right? I think I've found my own wish, partner. Someone once told me that home is where you can be truly free and at ease. Maybe
I
roaming
don't
the
know if I do
cosmos with
either.
you all is
I
my
probably don't,
strongest desire
conceptually
right
speaking.
now.
But
All of
I
us
don't know
together,
enough about the game
of
to
course.
actually say I don't. I mean, I could.
The Shinjo
If I
Alliance,
actually get down into practice, I could
Penacony.
end up liking it. But
I blame my poor imagination. I can't picture what those worlds look like at all from Don Hung's descriptions. so I have to see it with my
But
own
also,
eyes.
it could just be the way I'm
Right?
interpreting what you're saying.
You're
that could
finally
be
here.
it too.
He has something to ask you. Well then, I'll leave you two to chat.
Thank you, Finan. After such a good sleep, you must be bursting with energy now, right, friend? Sorry about that. Since it's our first time visiting the Express, I was hoping everyone would behave. But it turns out everyone's quite the character, aren't they? You know what I mean, right? How about we take a look back at everything that's happened so far?
We don't need to take
Together,
a look back.
we triumphed over Iron Tomb.
Like, we just did it. You don't
It
need
tried
to
to transform into
repeat
trillions of viral clusters to infect the cosmos. But the heroes threw themselves into the golden flames, becoming arrows that purified the destruction. The fall of Iron Tomb also symbolizes the demise of Scepter Delta ME-13. Amphorius, the home we sacrificed everything for, now exists only in the memories of the cosmos.
So, this isn't real. Just a dream. An illusion.
Oops, wrong answer.
What?
In that instant when you broke through space-time with the Trailblaze, carrying all the world's memories back to reality, that world, once shackled by data, became a seed waiting to sprout in the cosmos.
Did we really manage all that?
Just as Kaslana's rage of 30 million cycles made the destruction shed a drop of golden blood. Perhaps we too have already left long trails on our respective paths. Freedom. What a wonderful word. But that alone isn't enough to make everyone a true life form yet. But Amphorius already has a tomorrow. So as long as you carefully preserve and tend to all the seeds, then when the Trailblaze creates another miracle someday in the future, I believe this world we deeply love will sprout and bloom into a beautiful flower. Don't worry. I've already kept all the seeds safe in the first fruit for you, and its name is As I've Written. So, it's time to reveal the correct answer. This isn't a dream, nor a fantasy. It's the epilogue of As I've Written. At the end of the story, the characters take their final bow and embark on a journey of no return. The one who wasn't part of the story, yet helped write its romantic ending. He bid farewell to his friends and returned to his home beyond the tale. Promise me one last thing, friend. When we say goodbye, give me a smile, okay?
I will, Cyrene. Every star that the Trailblaze passes by will remember the name of Amphorius.
Hey, it's not fair that you get to be the only cool one here. We'll keep an eye on him. He had better keep his promise.
Leave it to us, Cyrene. Your
And they're
story will
back
be
to
sung across
normal.
many worlds.
Oh, March, I liked you better in the other form.
Stories this complex and twisted are always hard to believe.
I mean, still with your personality,
If
not
anyone
Evernight, but
questions the truth of this tale,
that outfit was nice.
you'll all have to stand up for us.
Rest assured, Even the most stubborn person can't withstand our six fists.
You're so reliable, March. Shh. Listen.
There's a book here?
Its composition is similar to Memoria, but it's far more resilient than ordinary memory bubbles.
Keep it safe. Perhaps this is the final gift that Amphorius left for the cosmos.
Oh no! Passenger March is sleepwalking.
Your eyes shut up wide open.
Sleepwalking? Oh no, oh no! I don't want to make a fool of myself in front of everyone! Huh, dream on!
March, Dunhung, my friend. In the countless days and nights ahead, you must continue to support each other. Time to head home, everyone.
Leaving this place means, as I've written, will conclude here. No one will have the chance to revise it, and no one can continue writing it.
Don't leave any regrets.
What magnificent words could possibly do justice to the finale of such an epic tale? I've been pondering this while you were sleeping. Now, I finally have the answer. Let's keep it simple and sweet. In our virtual extrapolations, we've lived through epochs longer than the lifespans of many stars. No language in this world, no written words, could ever carry the weight of this journey. In that case, let's not be bound by the minutiae of words. Those who understand its passion and romance will naturally be moved to tears by the final period placed at the end. And now, it's time to say goodbye to our readers. And so we reach the final page of As I've Written. Let's not leave behind any regrets, everyone.
Everyone's here. Who wants to write the first line?
Going first is the hardest job. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
How about letting the great Imperator draft it for us?
Are you all such cowards? Then I shall enlighten future generations, just like the 30 million cycles of flame chase. Without me, there is no world. Go think, observe, and conquer. What's wrong? Everyone's gone quiet.
The great Imperator set the bar way too high. How are we supposed to follow that up?
Where the Emperor leads, loyal subjects must follow. I guess only the Dux Gladiorum could possibly match that kind of overwhelming presence.
Me? That suits me just fine. Once the deed is done, one should leave decisively, letting posterity judge right from wrong. Until we meet again in our next conquest, my dear dukes.
The stars shall sing of the Imperator's great journey.
I should have shared a drink with you all, Dux Goldweaver.
Loosen up, High Ceilings.
Life is like the ocean. Tides rise and fall, and everything eventually dissolves into the waves. So, sing your heart out in every moment of your existence.
Whether it's a feast or the nihility that awaits ahead, I will find its radiance and sing its praises.
May the next feast be eternal.
Miss High Sealand's toast is so poetic.
Does everyone have to be so poetic? In
Well,
my
I mean, you're writing a
opinion,
book.
we
Probably
should
should be
leave
a
some
little
real
poetic.
words of wisdom for future generations.
Next up, any volunteers?
I'll do it. There's no dragging one's feet in the Kremnoan language.
Does the Kremnoan language even...
Have any words?
Haikith, don't interrupt. Kill the play, and games shall be born. Kill the strife, and glory shall descend.
Not bad at all. But now I can rest easy. After all, the lines I prepared are way more profound than yours.
Ha! If nothing else, you're certainly unmatched when it comes to singing your own praise. Farewell, everyone. If we meet again, I shall once more become your steadfast support. That's a promise I won't back down from.
Mighty Mouse, become king.
What's up, Cass? It's nothing, Lady Trebios. I just finally realized something.
At least in the epilogue, you see there.
Then speak your
Tribby
mind.
got to go back to
and
being
let
her
your
full
words
person.
be immortalized on the page, Cass.
If your heart still has room to spare, share a bit of gentleness and softly cherish all the beautiful things around you.
That's so beautifully said, Cassie.
Thank you, Miss Hyacinth. My only small regret is that I couldn't fully embrace this world I loved so dearly. I hope those who read these words can fulfill this wish in my place. Everyone, let's meet again at the end of the West Wind.
The place you reside is the gentle sea of flowers.
Well then, it's my turn.
Take it away with your performance, Anaxagoras. This time, you won't have to worry about being interrupted.
Then I must thank you all for being such a captive audience. Now, with this golden opportunity, I shall reveal to the world my insights into the world's ultimate truth. Truth is a solvent that dissolves all things in the world, and thus cannot objectively exist. I have a brilliant proof for this in mind, but since we are nearing the end of the story, I shall not elaborate.
Is this your final question for future generations?
No. This is an established fact, not up for debate. I call it Anaxagoras' last theorem.
Oh, you. Still as profound as ever, Professor. We've got time, you know. If you don't explain it clearly, future readers might not grasp your true meaning.
The true meaning isn't important.
I think the funnier thing here is that they're
What matters
talking
is
as if the only
the
thing that's
emotion
going
that
into the book
stirs within them
are the
when
gold
they
words they're
read
saying.
these words.
But
at that moment,
literally everything they're saying
the
is going in the
theorem's
book.
mission would be complete. So,
Everything
your
they're doing
lessons
is in the
are
book.
far from over. But taking a little break for now
They
wouldn't
are
hurt.
the book.
Then, class dismissed.
The seeds you've sown are already sprouting.
Would you mind if I write the next line?
Huh? I actually thought you should be the one doing the final wrap-up. But
We'd never. turn down a request from you, Aggie.
Teacher, Cyphera, thank you both. Trust and selflessness are the two most beautiful garments in the world. One to gift others, one to adorn yourself.
One's golden and one's purple?
Not being able to completely change your fashion sense is my only regret across 30 million cycles. After all this exhaustion, I just want to take a peaceful bath now. I'll see you all again at dawn.
Thank you for your hard work all this while.
Lady Aglaya just can't give up her favorite hobby, can she? So, I guess it's my turn now.
There must be many others like Miss Hyacinth out there in the cosmos, helping and healing people everywhere. You've got to set a good example for them, right?
Of course. Look up at the sky more often and smile more. Many stubborn ailments fear optimism, but it's the best medicine.
It's so catchy. The kids will definitely love this message.
When it comes to understanding children's hearts, Lady Trebios definitely knows best. Look, the Rainbow Bridge is already hanging in the sky. Shall we get going, little Ika?
It's you who healed the sky.
What's on your mind, Miss Cypher?
I'm thinking. Should I leave behind a riddle? Some twisted, convoluted scheme that'll drive everyone in the universe mad trying to crack it.
I see. You know what? Just go wild with it. No one's gonna judge you.
Oh well, my brain's not working right now. Let me be genuinely sincere for once. Don't be afraid to fall. Just run. Destiny's just a slow-moving nymph. It can't catch you.
So in the end, little Syphy's message was the most straightforward one.
Even if you combined 30 million of me, I probably wouldn't have read as many books as you did in one lifetime. I won't pretend to be cultured before Big Sis Treeby, Trinan, and Trian. Emphorius's greatest trickery. Gotta bounce now. Meow!
Homeward you come, distant wind.
It's just us now, Snowy.
Yeah, teacher. But maybe I should...
No, let me go first. After all shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will.
I never would have guessed you had such a dark sense of
Yeah,
humor,
it's actually kind of
teacher.
messed up.
You still know so little about the complete Trevios, Snowy. Jokes aside, I want to leave these words at the end of the story. Whether it's a sunny day or a rainy day, remember to tell yourself before you drift off to sleep, see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Times 1,000.
Prophecy received, times 1,000.
From now on, no more goodbyes.
Finally. The time has come to say farewell. I'm grateful that you could be here to witness this moment, partner. Of course, as long as I've written stays by your side, Emphorius will always be with you. The last line I want to write down is, a hero is living in everyone's heart. embrace it, and chase after the sun. I hope those who read this will find the courage to face their burning lives. See you at the next pale dawn, partner.
Did you see? Amphorus has ushered in the dawn.
The characters in the book have taken their final bow. It's time for us to return to our own reality.
But as people who live through it, we can still add the final touches to this story, right?
Of course.
Of course. You're a part of the story.
The pen will eventually break, the ink will run dry, and life will ultimately fade. But thoughts will permanently remain in sagas.
If time is an endless cycle, then forget the bitterness that keeps repeating, and remember only the moments of happiness.
Let's walk towards tomorrow together. We were never apart.
Time to head home.
Don't miss the crew meeting. We won't wait around for you, you know?
See you later, Donhung, March. And with this, as I've written, officially comes to an end. We're its co-authors, after all, friend. Once the words are written down and have been read by others, the meaning they carry is no longer in our control, leaving the freedom of interpretation to every reader who opens it. Don't you think there's something romantic about that?
If you think death of the
As for
author
what the
is
story
romantic,
means
sure.
to you and me, let's keep it close to our hearts. After all, we've always had this unspoken understanding between us.
Whoa! Passenger March! Why did you suddenly wake up? You scared me so much that I dropped that book!
Welcome home, you three. Thank you for your hard work on this trailblaze.
We might need to reshuffle the seniority rankings of the Express crew if we count the years you spent in Amphorius.
Hey, I was the first one to get dragged into it. Does that mean I'm gonna be the oldest member of the Astral Express now?
Miss March hasn't lost her innocent nature even after all these long years.
In other words, she hasn't really grown up at all.
Hey! This is the first time I've been able to examine as I've written up close.
Miss Irene's handwriting is gentle, yet steely, with an underlying strength.
I had no idea it was so sophisticated. Looks like I need to brush up on my knowledge in this area.
Maybe start with a few basic books first, to get your feet wet.
Look who's talking. As if you're not glued to your phone in your room all day. Huh?
Pretty sure I'm the one who
Wait,
collects
something
all
fell out.
of the different stuff that goes into the archives throughout the game.
Is that a
Just saying.
bookmark?
In a corner, unknown to everyone. There was actually an untold interlude that took place. I left it out of the story because it involved a choice. A choice I made for my own selfish reasons. Can you forgive me, friend? I made a decision on my own while you were away. I wrote everything about it on this little card. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me after reading it, please. this final note to the conclusion of as I've written. Memories swallowed by Iron Tomb. Return now to reality. And don't lose your way.
I finally found you, Cyrene. Demiurge.
We won the battle. Thank you, Madam Herta. Without you, we never would have stood a chance. Still, is something weighing on you?
Right before I shut my eyes, inside the droid head's brain, I saw something unsettling. The fourth instant, this turning point in cosmic destiny, anchored by the erudition. It's not a single instant, but a process, a chain of events.
So, this victory isn't the final piece of that chain?
Far from it. This is only the beginning. The first toll of the death knell for the cosmos.
That sorrowful look doesn't suit you, Madam Herta. Don't hold it in. Tell me.
Not long ago, you crossed paths with the Eon of Remembrance again, didn't you?
Yes. Even if the figure was hazy, I knew right away. That was the god from Cyrene's dreams.
Causality has gone wrong, just as I thought.
Causality?
Let me put it in your favorite fairy tale terms. The universe began as a seed. It grew into a great tree. And the present is its branches and leaves. The erudition calculates how the future will sprout. With so many possible outcomes, they choose to anchor one path, cutting away the crooked or fragile branches. But if things continue that way, the branches grow endlessly, the leaves multiply, and one day the tree collapses under its own weight. That is why there is a concept in biology called lignification. Soft sprigs form a hardened shell and fuse with the trunk. For the universe, that process is what we call memory. Under Fooley's record-keeping, the past becomes memory. In the corners, they forget. Even the events of the present become fruit without roots.
So it is the opposite of the erudition. One calculates what is to come, and the other holds on to what came before.
We were never meant to have to speak of this. But now, I finally understand what that chaotic matter around Emporius truly is. It is your memory. Your mind now stretches across the stars, allowing you to travel farther down this path than anyone else.
My memory?
Yes, you live in the now, but your memory remains in the past. Just like the Eon of Remembrance, a being made entirely of memories.
What does that mean? Did they fall?
No, quite the opposite. They have not yet been born. Remember, to carry out the mission of remembering
now that
the
part
universe,
might be a revelation for anybody who hasn't
must
paid
ascend
attention to the
divinity
simulated
only
universe.
at the very end of time. And at that moment of ascension, their memory stretches through the past, becoming what people now call Fooley.
is why they feel so distant, so cold. That crystalline form is just an empty shell. I do not know how the Garden of Recollection managed to hide this until now. They must have their reasons, but none of that matters now. Here in the present, we cannot know who will become Fuli. But one thing is certain. They will be born. And those who might become Fuli all share the same characteristics. They are known as Children of Remembrance. Pure child of Anasrava.
Both of you, children of remembrance.
So help us. Find where Amphorius's memory began, and bring it out.
We are the sacrifice the garden used us. The pure child of Anasrava. Abandon us!
So that name, it was never my past. It was my future.
Or maybe it is the present. Noose has revealed to me two paths. And on both paths, I see you standing. The first, follow the trail of memory you have forged. Break free from this world and reach for the stars. That would mean Amphorius's causality will no longer concern you, at least not the person you are now.
Go on.
The second, you come to a stop and fade, offering yourself to become the memory that carries through Amphorius. Perhaps this is the choice every pure child of Anasrava must face.
That choice means I'll remain in the past forever.
And more than that, it means you will close off Amphorius's causality. This world is sealed. The effect that the remembrance brings to it will all converge on one thing. That one thing is you. No more eons will interfere with this part of history. No more blank spaces in causality. The present will be set in stone and become indestructible. There are two paths, and only one leads to the right end. Droidhead didn't tell me the answer. But I can guess what might happen if you choose wrong. With causality incomplete, there is a chance Iron Tomb could rise again.
So even the gods of the cosmos are unreasonable.
If you want my advice, stop thinking so much. Ask yourself what your heart truly wants. Choose the first path, and you might survive as a memo sprite. You may even walk beside them for a while. Even I can tell how much they mean to you. Especially the little one. But if you take the second one, then you may have already lost the chance to say goodbye.
I have made my decision, Madam Herta.
I thought you would need more time to think it through.
The answer is clear, is it not? Still, I do need a little time to quiet the sorrow in my heart. His kindness is always just right for the moment. I believe he will forgive me.
I will say no more. I would rather not break the mood. But may I ask you one last thing?
Of course.
Why?
once heard a saying that went something like this. Divinity is flawless humanity, and humanity is flawed divinity. We children of Amphorius gave up on gods long ago. Those beings who love to play pranks on the universe. I believe in him much more than I believe in them. And I believe in who I am. As a human. Oh.
It's a weird gasp you throw up in your mouth a little, Herta?
That really is a comforting answer.
As for the one wish I still have trouble letting go of. One will remain in the past. One will walk toward the future. I believe that the one I cared for most will witness on behalf of the ripples of past reverie. Every starlit tomorrow. Moving backwards through remembrance. What a curious feeling. Is this the moment Iron Tomb declares victory and casts the destruction upon the stars? So back then, in the path space, it was I who found me. The gods' whispers were nothing more than a girl talking to herself. Now that I remember, what I heard back then was... All I wanted to say was, don't give up. He will find you. Memory truly is amazing. Then let me wield this power and plant the seed of causality for the miracle that is destined to bloom. Even so, must we walk all the way to the very beginning of memory? It's such a long road. A bit lonely to walk alone.
Then, would it be alright if I came with you?
As long as it's Peach, even 30 million wouldn't be too many.
One is enough. Take a deep breath, and then we can set off, alright? Follow the ripples of remembrance into the past. Reconnect every moment in which the gods made themselves known.
Clearly, cause leads to effect. But now, the future gives new meaning to the past. Effect flows backward and nourishes cause.
Maybe that is what makes memory so beautiful.
You know, I think I still prefer the little Cyrene
So,
design. I think
let us return the way we came.
it's probably just because it's
Look
symmetrical.
back at every ripple that formed. Go back home.
I don't think there's any fighting here. walk around as her anyway.
No! How is this possible? Breathe! Breathe! Partner! Partner! No. I have to get you out of here first! Just hold on!
Remember? That pale dawn breaking through the
This is another thing I was complaining about when I said this is just way too repetitive. Now we're just going backwards and we're re-experiencing everything again.
And it was you. You
from
playing
the end
God,
Cyrene's
cradled
perspective
his body
of going back
with your
through the
gentle
memories.
gaze. Then, before Orynyx's altar, even the Titan of Time mistook you for someone else. I never imagined there was a hidden truth behind our first meeting. The first time was also the last time I saw you, friend.
It was just mem all the way down.
Mem.
Everything was mem. It was always mem. All mem. Oops, all mems.
That melody from the memory. I've got it now. And so, the miracle was able to slip away from death temporarily. I'll leave him to the casteress of the past. She will keep him here, in the world of the living.
Darn it! What are these things? You're not taking me down. Not before I find a way to help him and Don Hung. If you've got a bone to pick, take it up with my six-phased ice.
March wandered all across Amphorius for 97 days straight, chasing one goal: to save her friends. And with her bow and arrows, she brought down every obstacle that stood in her way. So that's how it happened. My skill with the bow. I owe it all to March. What a sweet note. I've got it now. And so, in a memory from the past, you inherited March's mastery of the bow. And that arrow bearing golden flames will streak across the stars in the future, becoming a glimmer of hope for the cosmos. Are you okay? No worries. I'm just a little tired from all the
At a certain
walk.
point, I felt like they were yanking my chain.
You really need to work out more.
Like, it felt like I'm just in endless epilogues.
3 paths interweave and fetter Amphorius, co-authoring the fate of the world. Ordinary pathstriders aren't known to leave traces in the mirror, so if what you said is true, then this isolated star system must be home to at least 3 beings comparable to Emanators.
I would even go as far as to say, eons themselves.
To gain the favor of the stars for Amphorius, the Remembrance sent a call for help to the cosmos. But the obstruction from the scepter was far too strong. Even the gods could do nothing more than send a fleeting mimetic being to someone who walked the same path. Thankfully, Miss Black Swan caught that fleeting moment. Though, that signal drew some unpleasant attention as well. Looking back now, it was all worth it. The cosmos showed us a kind
I don't know.
of
Maybe part of this here too
Thankfully,
could
she
be
has
the
a
recency
different
bias of the fact that,
understanding
like,
of the remembrance.
I just
Miss Evernight
played through
once
all
said
of
that the
Emphorius
remembrance
within a
wasn't
month
looking after
on stream.
Emphorius, but rather scheming and preparing to devour the paths. Her deduction
For
was
people who
perfectly
played
logical,
it at the regular pace, which I
but
also technically
she
did on my
failed
main
to
account,
account for what the humans
and didn't just
in this
recently do
story
this,
could
maybe
achieve.
this little walk back through memory lane is better.
Maybe I have a scheme of light.
For me, it feels like I just did all of this.
A scheme that will bring happiness to everyone.
But
Please
also,
keep
I feel
helping
like
them.
we covered some of this stuff
And the others
earlier
in
in
the
this
future
patch, too.
Miss Black Swan.
More or less.
Looking back on the past,
I guess maybe not some of these
really does
specific
wear down the mind.
events.
And wears out the body, too. You need to hold tight to this ceremonial blade. After I'm gone, it will take you back to the beginning of time. The start of a new story. I believe that in that story,
I don't know why that would be strange.
countless stories, each alike yet unique. Everyone, all the companions who sacrificed themselves.
I think it's stranger that you think it might be
alongside
strange.
the deliverer we once dreamed of as children, will reunite beneath a vast, endless sky.
If we can never break free from this prison, I will stand my ground. Until the day someone shatters this endless cycle and writes the final chapter of Emphorius' fate.
In the blink of an eye, we have returned to the turning point of fate. With nothing but a fragile sliver of hope, we embraced 30 million cycles of futility and began the eternal recurrence. I still remember the first time I saw the god appear in a dream, looking at me from behind a thin veil of crystal. Back then, I wondered if they might be someone with ill intent. But now, I finally understand. She was always standing beside me, and she is so very beautiful.
What is the most popular non-DC or Marvel comic from the last 10 years? Well, to be fair, whatever the most popular... I'm assuming we're talking about, like, American comic books, because otherwise maybe we'd just use a different word.
Causality
Whatever it was probably wouldn't
really
be
is a
Marvel or
force
DC
that
anyway,
cannot be stopped.
because their stuff just isn't selling.
Even if I wanted to leave a few more words for Cyrene, it seems I no longer can. After all, you still have to leave behind your final consciousness and plant the very first seed. I remember what you once said. When a god sheds a tear, the thing reflected in the ripples
I can never remember
must be the most
how to spell his last name in my head. I always say it wrong.
But do you know
Is
what
it
Emphorius saw
Dav
when its heart
Pickley
was
or
born?
Pilkey? I always put the L in the wrong place.
The first thing it saw
But like literally
was a name.
anything he's made, and I'm sure he's had to have made something in the last decade. I think
0,
Dogman ended, but he's got like the
9,
Cat Kid or whatever
3.
had a follow-up
Looks
series.
like you figured it
That
out.
stuff sells orders of magnitude
Sometimes
more than a
all
Marvel
it
or
takes
DC
is a
comic
change
does.
in perspective to reveal something truly unexpected. Don't you agree? That's right. Turn these numbers upside down, and you'll see a beautiful eternity. Something we believe in. The ego.
Which is a shame. There was a point in time where Marvel and DC
time's running out.
Comics used to sell like 1 million comics a copy or whatever, right? But they don't. Or 1 million copies a comic. I said it backwards. For select series, like not all of their series were always doing that big, but that's what you used to think a smash hit was, right? You would say a smash hit was anywhere between 100,000 to 1 million. That huge range. In modern days, a smash hit
can I really do that with the strength I have?
30 to 50,000 to stores. That's not even knowing if the customer gets them or not.
Better finish the farm work Dad left me first.
The hero within has been by our side.
And part of that too is inflated. It's not even about like whales and stuff trying to have complete collections. Because there's not enough of them.
Without that faint glimmer
right?
of hope
Part of it is like the things that
mind.
they do where they force you to buy 5 normal copies for every variant copy, like cover that you want.
Finally break him.
Just because they know that the people want to come in to get those variant covers.
Even a sliver
So the store
of
has to stock all
inside
these
his
other
heart.
ones anyway.
He would hold on and keep going.
If you look at the actual metrics of what the stores are selling,
Just a single spark.
or how many back issues are just like
And he would guard
glittering
that
long
fragile
boxes,
light
they're not doing well at
until
all.
it turned into a blazing sun. I no longer
Like, why else do you
have the
think
strength
DC started
to make the
offloading
hero
stuff from the
within
last couple of years or so
look like
at Circle K? None of it's recent stuff. They're not comics that are currently being stocked. It's all back
leave
issues.
behind
Anywhere between 1 to 3 years ago.
for him. Take this wish with you. Be the hero who begins the mission of deliverance.
So whoever is the most popular comic within the last decade, it ain't gonna be either Marvel or
As
DC.
prophecy foretold, you will bear the blazing sun until the pale dawn breaks. Continue onward, bearing this world upon your shoulders until the ashen hero.
Of course, actually,
the
even
nameless
before that, it still
deliverer
wasn't.
ushers in the dawn.
Before, like, I think Dogman, when it came out, it made waves because it was
Now,
outselling
Your
most of
eyes
the
have seen
comic
through
book
all
market.
of Amphorius.
But before that
From
one
the
took
end
spot one,
back to the
Archie's
beginning.
Digest from Archie's comic was the #1 selling comic in stores
Looks
every
like
single
time's
week,
running
week after
out.
week. Which
The
was all
first
reprinted
ripple
stuff,
was where
right?
it all
Archie's
began
Digest
for
was
me.
never anything
1,
new.
2,
It was
3,
collections of the stuff
4,
that were
5,
previously printed.
6, 7.
But it was right there next to
they
the
were
grocery,
just
like checkout,
musical notes scattered
with all the other
aimlessly
magazines
throughout
next to the
memory.
TV guide.
But they had already become part of this world. No matter how important
And it was inexpensive too.
Right now it feels so
Pikey.
gentle.
Okay. I always put an
As I
L in there
return
that's
to
not
where
there.
I
I don't know
came from,
why.
It wants
I think
to
for
play
my
for me
brain wants to
once
call him
more
Dav
that
Pickle for
melody.
some reason.
Behind this door, I can smell it. The scent of wheat fields. You're clever. I bet you figured it out long ago, didn't you? The end of this journey back. The final gap in Amphorius.
There is actually a comic that, if I
leads
had
to
the
the
spare
place we
like,
both call
money to
home.
throw at entertainment, I would back right now because I'd be super interested in it.
Go home.
Technically an established property,
Are you ready?
but a property that they, like,
If you leave
was a
memory
Cartoon Network,
at the
I think
very
is where it was
beginning
originally
of
on.
the
They dropped it
story,
after one season.
cast the first stone.
And that's the SWAT Cats
That final
is getting a
gap
comic
in
from the
Amphorius
actual
will
creators
close.
of SWAT Cats. I'm like, oh man,
The
I love
causal
SWAT
loop
Cats.
of
That's
Amphorius
really cool.
will become a fixed point in the stars.
It already funded too. Like it funded
Then this
pretty much
world
immediately.
and the cosmos beyond the sky might still fall into the destruction.
I see commercials for it everywhere too.
There's no way we would let something like that happen, right?
You think it was WB Kids? Maybe it originally aired there, but I remember watching it on Cartoon Network when I was a kid. Like, specifically remember it being on Cartoon Network.
Grew all alone.
But, you know, they're owned by the same people, so sometimes shows floated from one to the other, right? Like, Jackie Chan Adventures started on Kids WB, and then moved to Cartoon Network.
Shore it could never reach.
I think new episodes of Jackie Chan Adventures still was on Kids WB during the time, but all the reruns would be on Cartoon Network at night.
Of hope plucked from the tree.
I like Jackie Chan Adventures. That was a good show.
Heads into the great beyond. Even if the boat's shadow fades quickly from sight, the tree knows that its wish will bloom on the other side of the sea. In that moment, it must feel happiness, right?
SWAT Cats was cool.
The way you brought it up. Now I kind of miss that tree too.
And they're actual cat people.
Come on, let's go.
I don't know if they qualify, because they're in a weird thing where they're cat people, but they're supposed to be
courtyard.
Replacements for humans on their planet. But, you know, let's go backwards. I'm going to replace my answer from yesterday. I'm going to say SWAT Cats is the coolest cat people race of things. They don't have a name for the race, though. They're just the equivalent of humans on that planet. But they're just, like, straight up cat people.
Let's go home. Together.
I've seen every episode of SWAT Cats multiple times.
It's been with me all this time.
Like, T-Bone and Razor are just genuinely cool characters.
Estelle. It is also the first note.
They're the kind of people that you can just, like, see yourself hanging out with.
And the one that stayed.
Yeah, it was basically, like, DuckTales logic or whatever. It's like, those are just the people of that world.
Heidi Silicii, the place where it all began. It's like time.
So they're not really like a
itself has
fantasy
stopped.
race or anything.
And the breeze and the sound of the waves never seem to rest.
But they were cool. I'm gonna go rewatch SWAT Cats again. It's been a few years.
Sacrament Courtyard.
Because I keep hearing the theme song every single time the ad for that Kickstarter comes on, because they just play the theme straight off.
Begin
and it's like, man, I want to watch SWAT Cats now.
Now, the journey through memory has reached its
I think
end.
the entire season is on Watch Cartoon
Once
Online.
the anchor is placed, what awaits us?
But also, I don't really have a lot of time to go back to rewatch a show.
Of reunion.
I've got current things to catch up on.
Again and again. Endless farewells. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And with them, endless encounters. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. Such a happy scale. Whether it's for Cyrene, the Deliverer, or every sprouting branch of Amphorius, I leave this tale of love here.
They had like the this is a very common dynamic back in the day, where you had like
bringing
big heavy guy and small scrawny guy together.
In the eternal land that no one remembers.
Like, they also weren't the only ones to do it, but like, it always reminded me of Chris Farley, David Spade as a combo. But that was just a very common combination for buddy characters, you get kind of the same dynamic in Megas XLR later,
Is it
right?
all over now?
Which that one's like over like a decade and a half later.
My memories.
But, or is it a decade? Maybe it's just only a decade later.
They're beginning to fade. The breeze is warm, but my body.
That used to be a super common dynamic.
For some
That's like the
reason.
bulk and skull dynamic.
If you're feeling cold, let's find somewhere warm. We can rest there, together. Somewhere warm.
Especially when your main characters are just like a couple of
I know
knuckleheads.
just the spot. 405. 504. 093.
Yeah, actually, I noticed that in your Roman Crib. They were basically that dynamic.
432.
It's a classic one, you know, you can't go wrong with it.
52. 496. 720. 618. 600. 216.
Oh, these two are standing farther apart this time. I don't know if there's like some weird thing about the way they load in. Because they load in frozen in time. Though I just saw that girl blink. You can't hide from me, I see you blinking. When I came here in my file, or my account,
Memories will
for some reason
fade
these two
into
kids were
oblivion.
loaded in so close to each other. Not even facing eye to eye, but just so close to each other, almost looked like they were kissing. And you know they're not. It's just the way the game decided to load them.
Treehouse. Saridra. March 7th. Dunhow. Electra. Hyacinthia. Caslana. Anaxagoras. Aglaya. Midemos. Castorus. Cyphera. Cyrene. And you. Look. Everything is already as we've written.
I think we're almost done. There's another bit after this, but I think that other bit is after the main story quest ends. So I think it's like I think it's technically a side quest.
I am the gaze that looks back on the world. How fortunate we are. In this cycle of cause and effect, humanity never looks to the gods for guidance. The ones who pick up the pen and write miracles again and again are always ourselves.
You'd probably have more fun watching SWAT Cats than a lot of the anime that comes out this year. Listen, even as somebody who likes a lot of anime that comes out this year, I would still have more fun watching SWAT Cats than most of them. SWAT Cats is just a really good show. It's a shame that it got canned when it did.
I shrink.
That's another reason why I kinda want the comic,
that's
because
how it
I
works.
think it's supposed to be picking up right
When
where the show
memory
left off.
drifts away with the
It's like,
breeze,
ah,
love leaves behind a seed and turns into lament. Demiurge, Cyrene.
Yo, yeah, it really led into those 90s extremes, but
Back again to the
problem with
first
all the extreme
Philia
90s stuff is there were a
093.
bunch of mothers trying to get things canceled all the time.
I
remember how it was.
do have my charm.
I lived through it.
The final ripple nourished the great tree. And from it,
Oddly enough, my mom was okay with that stuff. She couldn't care less more, you know.
Peach.
We've been playing for so long, and you still haven't told me your name! I've told you so many times already. You're just forgetful. My name is Livia. Livia. If you forget again, I won't tell you next time. Livia. Got it. Then you have to remember mine, too. I'm... Piso. I always remember.
So, Cyrene was just a pen name after all. So sleepy. That
Yeah, Captain
drowsy
Planet's
little
lame.
fairy
Always
burst
was.
into my mind again. The last of my memories are slipping away.
You're freaking Ted Turner.
I wonder what this world will look like when I wake up again. I remember a cry and my name, daughter of Lady Celestii.
They almost say it. They almost say Alicia. Because we knew that was her name the whole time. We knew it was Alicia the whole time.
Never mind. The same seed, when planted in different soils, blooms into flowers that are alike, yet never the same. But what truly makes her beautiful is each and every soul in the world. No matter what.
I gotta remember to
form
talk about that on Monday. I was gonna talk about
it is still precious love.
the SWAT Cat
And I will
Kickstarter this
accept
week,
it
and I completely
gratefully
forgot. Like,
and
I didn't even have
return
it up
with
on
joy.
the browser when we were talking. Oh, is that like an actual notification or something?
Do you remember my
I think it'll still be
favorite
running.
story?
Because usually those things run for like a month.
The flower was so beautiful.
And I think it's only been running for a week or
the
two.
eyes of the little fairy. The stars across the cosmos will know. I am the fairy who wrote, as I've written.
You have
together
permission to remind me if I forget.
And in your heart, I know I will always be given the name I love most. The one you gave me. After all, we've always been in sync.
Hey, don't rush!
Slow down. Let the words settle. We have plenty of time.
In Amphorius's month of mourning, all conflicts across the land come to rest.
Oh
On
yeah,
the
you can totally
11th
add in Discord.
day
That would
and
also be a
night
good
of the
reminder.
month of
I
mourning,
should have just done that.
The dead will part.
Like,
living
the whole
will
point the
embrace.
bulletin board is there is,
The
yeah, so
snow
other
will
people
fall.
could put stuff they want to
And
request, but it was originally so
bonfires
I could
will
put things so I
rise
wouldn't forget
to
about it.
warm every
But I've been
heart
running around so much, I've been forgetting to put stuff in the bulletin board.
It may sound heavy right? But on this day, laughter always rises louder than tears. Because people understand that parting is for the next reunion, and sorrow is so we may love more deeply. That is why this day is her favorite of the year. Under the same sky, across 8 phases of the moon, 13 heroes composed an epic together. 1 plus 8 plus 13 equals 2 11s.
Would it feel more fitting if the rest were written in Miss Cyrene's voice?
Agreed.
Then, we'll add 1. A 1 like none that has come before. A 1 that blazes new trails.
Oy.
I make this wish. On the 12th day of the 11th month, 13 heroes will take every core flame ignited across 30 million lifetimes and scatter them among the stars. Later, when the people who know this story gaze upon the cosmos, they will discover that the countless stars in the sky now glow pink. And after 13 seconds, that radiant light will quietly fade away. It will be such a romantic, yet puzzling sight. But that's all right. They will keep that mystery close to their hearts, constantly pondering what the ego truly is. They will love. They will get hurt. They will rage. And in 30 million moments of helplessness, they will stitch their shattered hearts back together. Again and again. But remember this well. Losses are a constant on the flame.
I think
chase
also,
journey.
I'm just going to be insistent
There
that we do
may
the
be
news
pain
first
along the way,
from now on.
but you and I will never be alone.
If we talk about what we've been watching first, we just don't get to the
They will come
news.
to understand what it means
Then we just
to lose. And in
brush
the
through the
end,
news. It'll probably take like the first
They will choose to let go.
half hour of the show.
They will offer
And then we
their
can talk about
hearts
the things
to
we've
this
been
world,
watching.
to every companion
It's
they
probably more
walk
entertaining
beside.
that way too.
And they will take in the hearts of others and pass them onward. For every soul that exists in this world,
Because like talking about the
there is
things
a
we're
different
watching is
ego.
only entertaining if
a
you're also
different
watching those
prime
things.
mover of life. There
Which-
will never be just one answer.
Even the other
Not
people and the
even
people
for
who
love.
catch the VOD, I don't
But
think
when
most of them
people
watch the
gaze
same stuff.
into
So
the night sky,
I think it's
and
better just to
love
do
what
the
is
news first.
fading with the same resolve they have to praise the stars. I want that soft, gentle pink in the sky to tell them love will always be answered. This is a story about love, and a story about how to answer it. Whether it is one we have already written, or one you are yet to write, it will be a romantic story, like none that has come before. You think so too, right?
And a romantic story deserves an ending that is free and complete. When every clue and thread has found its end, and the weight of the pen is no longer constrained, pour the spirit of trailblazing into it, and end this tale with the most pure and romantic period.
Oh yeah, there's like a little animation music video. Forgot about this.
Light. Sky. Sea.
Stars. Seeds.
This kind of reminds me of
flowers. Birds. Hope. And love.
Not the end.
Such words of beauty were how I first
But
imagined
right after they
the
start
world.
the world back up at the end of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy
For as
movie.
long as I can remember, I've used them to tell the stories of Amphorius. And now, this is the last one.
But I think this also
A
includes
story
a lot
about
of
tomorrow,
like what if slice of life stuff.
dedicated to you.
Like if all these characters actually got to live lives that weren't stuck in this horrifying epic.
Once upon a time, morning glow, scattered light, shone on you and I, the fading poems, frozen rhymes, or traces on the breeze, whispers of past reverie. Please let me linger for now, enveloped in your sound. Love on the pages, the ink our stories penned. No matter how it ends, I'll do it all again. Oh, stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming colors every hue. Tomorrow's eyes to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. So stay true. Winter's rhyme anew, woven memories are blue. And like a melody, sing a song of reverie.
There are a lot of people asking for like an actual anime to be made like this, which I wouldn't be against. It's just not a demand I would have. I feel like an animated. There's probably a lot of people who could appreciate the story more. Because having a limited runtime also means you have to cut a lot of the yap down. Like it would force them to be more conservative about their word count.
See you soon after the end of time in the mountain frozen rime. Now stay true, blossom as spring renews, dreaming
They've also already uploaded this
to tomorrow's eyes, to tomorrow's life, while walking step beside you. Now stay true, the winter's rhyme anew.
Which is kind of traditional.
Memories are
They used to do this in
blue. And like a melody, sing our reverie. And in our memory, in the end of our
Though they didn't really start doing this here until Amphorius, I think. I think the Casters one was the first one. Where they had a scene like this in-game that was they would also put on YouTube. Almost everything has just been secluded to YouTube. There are credits. Okay, for some reason, when I did this on my personal account, it just skipped the credits. I didn't even know there were any. And like, I remember there being credits after Penacony, and I figured, well, maybe it's just because Penacony was movie themed, right? That's why there were credits. But no, there are credits here too. They just didn't load it for some reason. Probably a network error. Okay, I guess this is actually still part of the main quest. For some reason, I thought this was part of, like, the side quest. You think the main quest should end after the credits roll. Or at most you have an after credits scene? This is a little much for an after credits scene. Not that a video game needs an after credits scene. It's obviously a reflection of the fact that,
I guessed as much. It's no longer working.
When we first left the broken express car, we saw Mehmet chased her.
Just the two of us out here now. Let's find someplace safe to set up a base of operations first. This statue and the buildings we've seen so far point to a civilization here on Amphorius. We can only hope that they're not hostile toward outsiders.
I've reunited with you so many times, and every time feels like the first time we met. Each time, love breaks through the stubborn cycles and takes flight toward a pink tomorrow.
Really? Where to now?
Or maybe I was thinking of something else. I think there's another thing. Oh, there we go. Fly into the pink tomorrow. Was there another thing I was thinking of, or... Trace unlocked. Trailblazer Remembrance unlocked the Trace unfinished epilogue using ultimate enhances basic attack into one instance of joint attack. That's cool. Oh, it's this random one that was added here. That didn't used to be there before. I could finish that off, but all this stuff is supposed to be dedicated for Cyrene. What's this? Let's see, we got...
Every shadow on the Yao
More
Ching
Maza.
could be me.
We got another Young Ching. I would say unfortunately, but it was off the standard banner, so I
Feels
don't really
like the
care.
stars just got brighter.
And I don't mind getting him off of the standard banner. And we got the wrong pink-haired girl off the banner earlier today, unfortunately. Hey, but let's see what we got. Well, that's like 3 pulls. Do we get anything from anything else? Currency wars, or we can get all that later. What is pink hair supposed to symbolize? I don't know if there's a particular thing. Some of the pink hair girls are specifically related to remembrance, though. In Fu Xuan's case, she is a preservation character, but so was March when she first came out. And in some ways, there's probably not a ton of a difference between preservation and remembrance. They kind of want the same goal, but from opposite directions. But usually there's a tie back to Elysia, which is who Cyrene is, with Honkai Impact 3rd, and that's a lot to dive into. Oh, in anime in general? Usually Strawberry Blonde. It's just a fun way of doing Strawberry Blonde. Unless it's a darker pink, then it might just be like a fun way of doing a brunette, but, you know, it gets boring if you just use the same hair colors for everything. What's this? Oh, okay, that's cool. So I guess we do have more stuff from here. Oh, that's where the other As I've Writtens are. I was missing some. Well, I guess we can use that for the start of another stream. Because I was complaining we were running out of As I've Writtens. Which will get this thing. What is this? Oh. That's right, we get hats now. I forgot about that. So after we finish Elysia's As I've Written, which will probably be the next time we stream, I'll have a hat. That's pretty cool. Or maybe that was up. A lot of files to read. That I'm not going to read. I read these on my own account in my own time. I do read them all though, because I'm a bit of a lore nerd. I'm not a big one. I get a lot of things wrong. But it's also because I'm trying to juggle a lot of this for a lot of different games at the same time. But I do enjoy reading them, even if I forget them. Okay, well, I think we were like, what, 3 pulls? No, not this one. 2. Oh, we're just shy of a 3rd one. Darn it. Oh well. We're not gonna get her in 2 days. Might as well use it. There's not a story attached to it, so we'll probably start doing currency wars off stream. Like I said, it's not a good game mode. But we might play some of it next time. Just depending on what we need to do. Mem. But yeah, that's oh no, that's a side story. What's this?
You mean you just waved a probe around in deep space and found our pal in Don Hung? That little thing's really that impressive, isn't it?
I don't know. Remember this at all? This has nothing to do with the story we're doing right now.
Blessed by the Great One that senses the ultra-low frequency electric waves of the human
Well, I started
body.
it, so now we have to finish it.
Oh, that's a whole lot of pretty wubbaboo. But since we found him, let's drop the act. You played it well. Who do you think you are? Brother Hanu? Thinking you could pass as a Galaxy Ranger?
Lord Cowboy Ninja, you have turned on me for no reason. Don't
That's my
tell me
favorite
the
character in
traitorous
the game
monkey
so
ninja
far.
bewitched you.
Rappa.
Are you walking the path of heretics now?
Enough.
I can't
The
wait. That is
name
probably
is
after we
Silvergun
finish
Shura.
war dance stuff that we started, that's going to be the next thing we do.
Ugh. This
So we
is
can go
why
back
I
and do the
hate
monkey
putting
stuff.
over-the-top characters into the script. You and this mysterious ninja girl. Both of you are impossible to play. Director Sparkle doesn't care for madmen.
Cut the chatter. What's your real reason for being here?
Come on. What bad intentions could a masked fool possibly have? Just here to watch a show. Shuffle a few cards. My two prized actors were drifting through space for ages, and you all couldn't find them. What choice did I have but to come myself? Otherwise, who's going to share the stage with me?
You don't even care about the Iron Tomb disaster threatening the whole universe. It seems the fool's wisdom isn't all that
So you don't get
deep.
why it's boring to have people with the same hair color?
Ranger,
Wouldn't
don't
the
think
comics set
waving
in
some
Africa
righteous
give everyone
flag
the same
gives
hair
you
color?
the
But
right
actually,
to
probably
throw
not.
sidelong jabs. And don't act like you've got no motives
Maybe a
of
lot of
your
them would
own.
have a lot of the same hair color. Like, it would be mostly
You're hoping this
so
war involving
dark
the
brown
gods
hair
might be
that
the
it's
key to
basically
freeing
black.
that broken-legged wolf.
But actually, there's a few different ones. It would usually be ranges of dark brown for the most part, but there's some ginger.
Just me. Do you believe it?
Like people of African descent,
Relax.
right? Ginger, even
I'm
just
not
in Africa,
interested in
ginger Africans.
disturbing that living legend.
It's a rarity, but
I just
you kind of
couldn't
get that
resist messing with you when I
darker
saw you come back empty-handed.
orange hair.
You little...
At about the same rate that it pops up
Since
in any
you've
other
saved our
culture.
pal
It's just so
and
dark
gone
you don't
home,
notice it half the time.
get out of here. But remember what you said. Leave the boss alone. Or else.
You don't have to worry at all. In Director Sparkle's next script, gray hair gets the spotlight.
But no, I mean, in a lot of cases, people do just color the hairs differently anyway, because it makes characters stand out from each other. Okay, we need to not touch these memory bubbles, because it's just going to start sucking us into other things. I'm trying to end this stream. Okay. So I will catch you guys later. I'm tired of being on stream. We finished Euphoria, so we don't have to worry about it. We technically never have to go back to that place again. I'm sure the game will find reasons to make us go back to that place. But we can move on to more interesting things. So, thank you all for watching. I'll probably still do Final Fantasy VI tomorrow, or I guess later today at this point for me. After I have slept. So I'll see you guys then.